good Parachong, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. But if you're new here, hi, I'm Seth. I'm the owner of this channel and I mostly do nonsense here on the internet, but I am trying to get back on my track and just upload the contents that I really wanted to do, which is graphic design and photography. Yeah, if you wanted to see more future videos and see more of my face, then hit the subscribe button now and ring the notification bell as well for you guys to get notified whenever I uploaded a new video. So let's get started. So in my past photography career, I used to copy famous and well-known photographers like Peter McKinnon, Brandon Wolfell, and here in the Philippines, it's BJ Pascual that I really look up to. So I tried my best to copy them, but I just really can't. So I tried looking up to Pinterest for some inspirations, and luckily I found one, and here I am now. I am a portrait photographer for almost 2 years now and a graphic designer as well for almost 2.5 years now. Naririnig niyo ba yung kulog? And it took me several years before I found my photography style. So basically, I'm in the multimedia industry now for almost like a long time now. So I can say that I have such experiences now and my own fair share so that I can share it to you guys. Okay, so by the way, I do photography illustration. I draw over my model's clothes. So basically, my style is a combination of photography and graphic designing. I came up with this idea when I figured out that I'm a photographer and a graphic designer at the same time. So I was like, why not combine them both? So I looked into Pinterest again and searched photo illustration and found out that it was a thing. So for editing my photos, I use Adobe Lightroom for filters and adjusting some stuff on my photo, and then after that I go over to Photoshop for photo retouch, for example blemishes or some pimples or pimple marks, ganun, or some unnecessary things in the background, also like wrinkles, eye bags, double chins, or kapag gusto ng client ko they wanted them to be slim and have like boobies and butts, you know what I mean? And magtanggal ng double chin. So Photoshop is the software that I use to do all those things. And then after all those process, I go now to the main star of the editing, which is the Adobe Illustrator. I use Adobe Illustrator CC 2019 version, and that is where I draw over my model's clothes, add some doodles and all that stuff. Some people are actually using Photoshop for it, but I'm not one of those people kasi I find it a little hard, or hindi siya ganun ka-flexible, just like Illustrator na kaya mong i-edit each anchor points ng lines mo or ng doodles mo. Ganun. Yeah, I think you can also do it in Photoshop. I just don't even know kasi I don't do it in there. Some people are also using Procreate, which is a much easier stuff, I guess. But the thing is, you can only use it sa iPad, I think. It's not available on Android tablets, but if you have iPad Air or iPad Pro. But in my case, I use Illustrator because that's what I'm used to and I'm more comfortable in using it. So anyway, I'm talking way too much, but you guys are here to know your photography style, or you wanted to find your photography style, or maybe you want to spice up your photos. Now, for my first advice, stop looking at everyone else. Periodicity. Dude, let me tell you this, copying someone won't make you successful in any other way. I mean, it's okay to idolize someone, but do not copy them. You can get your inspo anywhere. Look around your house, your town, your family, your friends, your pets. There. I think you just haven't seen them because you are looking at someone else's work. You're starting to doubt yourself and start saying, I wish I was good as you. Always remember this, we are good in our own unique ways. Okay, so go out there, shoot a bunch of photos, and thank you next. Okay, so remember I said I used to copy famous photographers? That's the second one. Do not copy. So just like what I've said earlier, copying someone else's work won't make you famous in any way, shape, or form. Do not copy their photography style. I tried copying their work before, but it just doesn't work for me. You can never get that image to look like one that you are copying. And why would you want to? That's someone else's idea. Instead, take an idea and run with it. Did you get my point? Find what you like about that photography style. So here's my tip. Find what you like about that photography style and make it part of your photography style. So maybe it's the lens flare that someone's work you love. The use of string lights. It's very likely you can pull one element out. You just need to pinpoint what you love about it. Okay, the third one is to shoot daily. If you have time lang naman. But if you don't, then maybe maisingit mo. So yun, if you have time, do it. Shoot daily. Promise if you shoot daily, your photography style will emerge. Try out different ideas. Put something in front of your lens to add a little effect or to add a flare, something like that. Guys, I even shoot toys. You know what I mean? Even shoot ants or snails. just random things. You know what I mean? Pinaglalaroan ko talaga yung camera ko and shoot a bunch of stuff. Minsan makikita niyo ako sa labas kung ano-ano pinipicturean ko. Nakakatawang tingnan, pero that's going to be one of the things na talagang makakatulong sa inyong pag-improve in terms of finding your photography style. And finally, it took me lots of time, lots of photos, and years to find my style. And I know you guys can find yours too. Just believe in yourself. Never, ever, never, 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 never doubt yourself. Just try shooting daily. After a while, you'll see what you love as a constant. For like 85% of your shoots, you'll know you made it. Alright, next. Limit your equipment so you can focus on your photography style. Well, limitations are kind of important. For me lang because they can help you understand your strengths. And it can make you more creative. So, instead of looking for the best equipment, why not start with what you have? I used to use a Nikon L330. It's a point-and-shoot camera, but it looks like a DSLR, but it's not. Okay, hear me out. When I say start with what you have, that doesn't mean you don't need to invest on some professional equipment. If you think you're ready to step up your game, then invest on a pretty good but affordable DSLR. There's a bunch. The one that I'm using, it's just, I think it's 20,000 lang or 18,000. You guys can purchase it sa Lazada. If makikita ko pa siya, ililink ko sa baba. And also, kung ayaw nyo sa kit lens, pero ako kasi nag-start ako sa kit lens. Pero if you have the budget na rin, you can invest on a nifty 50 lens. The 50mm lens will be your best friend. I swear. Okay, sweetie, let me tell you this. If you expose yourself a lot of technical information now, you might not develop your style. So here's a tip for you guys. Get rid of technical and social media distractions. Spend less time on social media to avoid getting influenced too much. Use what you have to take photos of everything that catches your eye. Nagalaw yung camera, sorry. Di ko tuloy alam kung tama na to. Okay, we're down to the last one, which is editing. Okay, you took lots of photos, but isn't it a little plain? Raw. Now it's time for you to edit those. After choosing from thousands of your photos, start with filters. You can use Lightroom for that. I use Lightroom 5, Adobe Lightroom 5, but if you have the CC, that's totally fine. I just don't like the settings in there. I don't like how you will adjust the saturation, contrast, blah blah blah. You can also do that on your phone. So I used to do that, but since I have my laptop naman, doon ako nag-edit. But it's handy kapag nasa phone and you have the Canon Camera Connect or something app na for your camera to transfer your photos. Ayan, transfer nyo yung photos nyo and import nyo sa Lightroom. You can also use VSCO or VSCO, whatever the hell you pronounce it, and Afterlight as well. I am still using both of those apps whenever I'm away on my computer. I suggest to play with it until you're satisfied. It'll also take you a lot of time and practice for you to be consistent. Another thing is you can watch tutorials online. Here's YouTube, okay? Maraming tutorials, editing tutorials, here's a YouTube. But do not watch too many, okay? Do not watch too many. Instead, treat your editing program like something that you need to figure out on your own. So in that way, it'll help you save so much time and introduce yourself to a variety of interesting tools and settings. It will also stop you from feeling limited by specific editing rules. So, yeah, naitawid natin itong video na to, and that's it for today. Sana may natutunan kayo, and so these days, everyone's a photographer now with just their phone. Again, it'll take time, it'll take so much practice and years to come para mahanap nyo yung specific style nyo in terms of photography and editing. I'm uploading a main video every Thursday, and every Sunday I'm going to be uploading a vlog. So subscribe if you haven't already, but if you don't want to, then bitch, I'm not forcing you. And thumbs this video up if you guys have learned something, but if wala, then sorry. And if you don't like this video, then bitch, why did you watch? Why did you freaking watch? Right, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to ring the notification bell for you guys to get notified whenever I uploaded a new video. And I will see you guys on my next video, and okay, bye. I'm sweating. I don't know why did I wear this video.